Well, bore da, good morning, Saturday morning, and I'm out and about on a Denbigh walk, a few mile long, usual chat along the way, and it's a very gloomy morning and it's going to be wet. It's just starting to rain now, but I've got the Hero 10 today, so it doesn't matter about the rain. So let's keep going. The usual chat and the natter. I'll show you one or two places of interest as well. The usual. Okay, just turned off the main estate. Just joining this little path, and I'll be passing the Abbey and the infirmary and one of my old schools. So you'll have to bear with me because I'm using the GoPro. It's a very wide angle lens, but right in the centre there is the Abbey, or what's left of it, the old Abbey, and it's haunted too. Almost forgot to mention that. Right, keep going. Okay, just joining Ruthin Road. And the white buildings there, that's Denbigh Infirmary, or the community hospital I think they call it now. Denbigh, or Denbigh Hospital it says there. A spotty Denbigh. But yeah, that's the infirmary. That's where I was born. That's where I was brought into the world. And just here, the red was one of my schools, that was. Ruthin Road High School. So yeah, started off in Gwynonog, down to junior controlled, down to here, and then up to Middle Lane. I was here when I was 11 years old. So that's the Ruthin Road High School. This is Ruthin Road, by the way. And that building there, it's well, Denbigh Leisure. But when I was in school, it was just a swimming pool, but it's all sorts in it. It's everything there. And that tree there, this one here by the road, was one where I blocked the road. It's a conker tree, and there was a kid trying to get conkers. He's throwing a stick up, and I said, I'll get you some conkers. So I climbed up, I was shaking the branches and that, all the conkers were coming down. And when I climbed down, the little kid was nowhere to be seen. The police were there, and there was conkers all over the road, and all the traffic had stopped because they couldn't drive over the conkers. But I got away with it. How? I don't know to this day, but I sneaked away. They must have just thought the wind blew them down. So yeah, someone called the police. Things you do, eh? Keep going. So this is Ruthin Road, heading out to Denbigh, or into Denbigh, just depending which way you're going. But out to Denbigh heads to Ruthin. But I'll be turning off in a minute, a few hundred yards, past the salmon jumps. Turn off here now. Past the Brookhouse Pottery and the salmon jumps. Interesting to see the water level. Ooh, pretty high. I thought it'd be higher than that. After all this rain we've had. Right, going underground. Echo, 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 echo. Just on my left is the pottery. Probably be shut. Every time we pass it, it's never open. There's lights on inside, but see there, pottery. I bet it'll be shut. Don't think it ever opens. Although it'll probably prove me wrong. It'll probably be open today. No. It's never open. Anyway, salmon jumps in the distance there. I thought the jumps would be higher than this, actually. All this recent rain we've had and these storms and what have you. A few months back this part was flooded, broke its bank here, the bank collapsed. You see there, where the bank gave way and it was all flooded there. But that's the salmon jumps anyway. I'll be turning off in a minute, going under the old railway bridge, heading out into the country, away from the cars. Out in the country, be a couple of miles now, way up there, and then I join the road again, and I'll be passing the mental, the North Wales Hospital. Starting to get a bit heavy now, this rain. Cold wind too. Before starting out I thought, shall I put some gloves in my pocket, and I thought nah, and then I thought, well, better I'd do. Good job I did, because it's quite cold, the wind. Bit of a climb. Right, I'll just give you a rough idea of where I am now. Between that tree there and this tree's here, right in the centre there is the bridge. Probably won't be able to see it with this lens, but that's where I've got to. Right, keep going, join the road, turn right. I'll be passing the haunted cinder track. Right, between that tree, or those trees there, and that tree, right in the centre there, you can see the mental, or a bit of it anyway, which I'll be passing a bit later. Keep going. Fly alley, I call this. In the summer it's full of flies, so that's how it's got its name, or what's what I call it anyway, fly alley. Right, just over the stile, turn right up the road, and I'll be passing the cinder track, which is haunted, by the way, just because I never mentioned it. And then the mental. On my left is the a famous cinder track, which is haunted. I won't be going down there today though. Back to the traffic. Right, the mental. Got to include the mental in a walk video, haven't I? Back to the traffic and the noise now, that's the only thing. Anyway, it's the mental. What used to be the main entrance. There's the mental. Right, top road. One of the best views of the mental. Here comes the car. Mental, camera, record, equals car. Amazing, happens every time. Anyway, best view of the mental from here. Albeit a very wide angle. There's the car. But yeah, the mental. The NWH, North Wales Hospital, Denbigh Asylum. Right, I'll head onwards Down Love Lane and into town now. One last look at the mental. Right, drop it down into town. You looking at me? And just there is, and it still is, Loveland Garage. That's where I grew up as a kid. My father and my Ty used to run the garage and used to live in the flat above. So yeah, it's the garage. And they call this place the Carriage Works now. That was the showroom, the old garage, and the attic above. And this was the paint shop when it was Williams Brothers. My Tide, which is my grandfather, used to work for Williams Brothers, were coach builders. And when they packed the business in, they gave him the whole lot. They just said, take it. So he was given all that lot. And that's when I grew up. Anyway, heading into town now, across High Street. This is High Street, the main shopping area of Denbigh. Quite busy today too. It drops down to Lenton Pool and that drops down to Vale Street. So this is High Street, Denbigh town. Away from the countryside, the hustle and bustle begins. Dr. Livingstone, I presume. Anyway, try and get across the road. I'll be heading down Vale Street now. See, I do all my own stunts. That's Vale Street. One of the busiest roads in Denbigh. Evan Pierce Memorial Gardens. So this is the bottom of Vale Street, and this is where the bridge was, the railway bridge across there. And I actually remember the bridge here, and I remember them dismantling it. See, part of the abutment still is there today, just across that way. So that's where the Vale Street railway bridge was. So this is Rill Road. If you follow that road out of Denbigh in 12 miles, you end up in Rill. So that's it. As always, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again.